What is good with y'all boys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to discuss the fact that lacking accountability is why you can't get on body game. I saw another video that I was shown against my will, so in return you also will see it against your will. Alright, now that your eyes require bleach, let's go ahead and talk about it. So right off the bat, I find it funny how people will sit down and say they had an eating disorder because they were depressed, right? Yet still, you have individuals who lose weight off depression, right? So what does that mean? That means that people's coping mechanisms are different. Some people get depressed and start sticking up these fast food restaurants for those deep fried foods. Other people get depressed and they just stop eating. But for the people that get quote unquote depressed and start eating a bunch of food like Snorlax, there is still a lack of accountability because you allowed yourself to get to that point. You saw the scale going up, 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 and you didn't decide to put a stop to the behavior until you saw an ad for GLP-1s. I saw a comment under this video, and it went along the lines of, yo, at some point you got to take responsibility for allowing yourself to get out of shape. To this point, I don't understand how people do it, right? I saw the comment and it resonated with me because that is my question exactly. How do you let yourself get to this point, right? And then to bring it even further, cope toward 2026, the person says they were hiding basically how unhappy they were with themselves, right? And this is the stage at which you'll see people come out and be like, oh, I'm proud to be this size. Oh, body positivity. Oh, love yourself at any size, no matter what. The biggest lie that's currently being sold and snorted up like copium. Because for every single person that sits around and says, I'm plus size, glad to be this size, love yourself as you are, there's a back order for a prescription of Ozempic, Wegovy, and all that other bullshit. So individuals will blow up, put on that weight, the big backening occurs, and then they turn around and tell you that body positivity and body diversity is a virtue to society. What would these people do without Ozempic? They'd be cooked. Because for the most part, people don't want to lose weight, go in the right direction, the right way. They want to take cheat codes, right? They want weight loss supplements. They want to get on body game, so people take steroids. People take all type of goofy shit, bro. And the reason why people can't get on body game is because they all have the one trait of lacking accountability. You cannot get on body game and still go out and eat as if you have no goals in mind. You can't get on body game if you're sitting down on the couch, guaranteed under 400 steps a day. 400 is probably reaching it, right? Because I don't think there's any way for you to get 400 steps if you're 1, inactive, and 2, not leaving your house. But these people sit on the couch, they have their food brought to them, they sit online keyboard banging, and then they jump up and they get on WEEEEEEGOVVVYYY. The accountability isn't you deciding to go take some medication to lose weight to get on body game. Because if you saw in the end of the clip, yeah, you can say maybe she has a better looking shape, looking physique, but I promise you, when them clothes come off, it ain't looking pretty, right? In the first photo, there's a nigga somewhere that will go to war about his BBW. In the second photo, the after, shorty just looks deflated, right? Like a sack of potatoes. And I always say, shortcuts draw blood. Hard work only draws sweat and water. People take the shortcuts, they think they get to their goal, and then they're unsatisfied with the look. That's why this body game shit ain't for the weak. People will start working out for a couple of days, they start feeling sore, and then it's wraps. Screw this, man. I'm going back to eating like a big bitch. I can't take it. Me personally, after being on both sides of the fence, I can sit here and tell you that having a foundation and a structure where if you grew up playing sports, if you grew up taking weight training in high school, if you grew up with any level of physical activity, you'll find that it'll put you ahead of a lot of other individuals because they lack the foundation of discipline and accountability. Your coach, your teacher, whoever it was, at some point they put belt to ass and they taught you what it basically means to not give up. That's why a lot of people who get on body game, even if they fell off a body game, have no issue locking in and getting back on it because they're already familiar with the route that they need to take. But people that grew up the soft life, people that grew up without putting any work in ever, they just get bigger, bigger, bigger. I see it on my Facebook. Kids that I used to go to high school with that had rich parents, right? Them niggas had a car by like 16. They was just living lavish. I look at them now, big as shit. Never really had to work for anything. Of course, they got off a body game because their life was funded and they never hopped back on it. Now they out here compensating, or they haven't posted a photo to their Facebook in years because they know deep down that the fall off is very real. You was the man in high school, homie. Now look at what happened, homie. That's really what be happening. People be falling the fuck off because they lack accountability. And even when some people realize that they lack accountability and need to make a change, they lack accountability there too. They say, fuck it. I'm going to continue with what I'm doing because it's easy. It makes life easier. And the dopamine hits, I just can't give them up, bro. So with that being said, when I seen the video, I said, you know, I'm going to go ahead and talk about this goofy ass shit because people lack accountability and they expect Ozempic to fucking take up for them and put in the work that they didn't put in. And at the end of the day, the results that people be having with this Ozempic shit is absolutely catastrophic. Some people would have just looked way better going the natural route, but hey, to each their own. So with that being said, that's it for the video, gang. Hope y'all stay locked in, and I'm up out of here. Peace.